good? My anime break. What is good? We finally have ourselves much needed information about close to what the strength of the tops are looking like. And unfortunately, our main character is far from being anything, seeing how more or less the abilities in this show come from using others like power to kind of form a pack and to have each other kind of using the same energy that they gain from the demons to then put into someone that can handle not only just attacking but can get close enough to land an attack. Um, this felt relatively interesting, right? The same people that want a ridiculously strong and fearsome leader, that same leader still needs the power of the subordinates to even seemingly cut off the horns of a lesser, right? If he didn't need this power, it would probably look more or less like the main guy who shows up and actually makes them all line up with one chain. He is not supposed. He's not. He didn't showcase any of the circles being connected from his other troops to him to give him that strength, um, which is speaking a lot louder than what the other guy's doing. But it shows us that there's levels to it, right? Our main character is literally separated from his group of people that he could be working with and getting some type of boost by them. Not to mention, uh, when we saw in this part two or part one at the end, was that the person who took over his body used all of those circles as well to channel energy. So if that was needed for the girl who's like ridiculously talented within him, only can imagine how much strength he needs to pull from others to even have an inkling of that strength that he was showed in that moment. He is a lot better at fighting now compared to when he started, but he clearly does not have that circulate uh, transfer of energy. So that is clearly the biggest thing slowing him down. But outside of that, it does look like he has the most potential to really put people in their place when they continue to just fall in line with whatever is being said. That mentality seemingly is probably coming from, sorry for the background noise, um, that notion is probably coming from the guy with the eye patch and how he runs things. And by knowing that, that's how he wanted to run, if you go against it, you're not just going against the person who is doing what they're doing, you're actually going against his orders because that's more or less how he would want you to fall in line, which speaks a lot to uh, not only the troops who don't agree and just fall in line, but it also speaks volumes on the level of power that people think you need to possess to be able to even do that. Our character was completely destroyed in the three-way battle and tried to make good on it, and everything the guy said about him was clearly not true. But because he was the victor, because he was holding him up like he was a freaking lost puppy, nothing he said really would have reached anyone because strength was already displayed to show who was the dominant one. So we'll see how that changes in the future. Right now, seeing him completely depressed on how little he can actually do, but in actuality, he's never put down his sword during this battle. He always has been ready to fight, regardless if he can't beat anything by himself. He's not like these others who started bawling their eyes and crying and needed one person to show up with that monstrous strength to give them hope. He still had hope that he could win, as shown by him standing there ready to fight. So, not much has changed. He's just getting a really big lesson and humility and what power he needs to be able to obtain on his own slash with people to assist him. But with all that being said, I hope y'all have an awesome one, and I'll definitely be talking to you sooner than later. Take care and peace. Wow, he's plus. Son? Mm, No, this is for the hero. Ugh, ugh. Oh, that would have been sick. Y'all see me? Ah.